27 and cloudy. It's 8 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Now, new information about this week's deadly school bus crash on I-71 in Butler County. State police have released new details from the night.
According to the local resident, the crash of trailer and bus was traveling north on I-79 in the right lane. They say the driver of the school bus, Lindsay Thompson, was also traveling in the right lane. While he was approaching Singh's truck from behind, the bus crashed into it, and the driver, Tompkins, was killed. A 14-year-old girl, she sat directly behind Tompkins, was killed. State police say two other passengers were life-flighted to UPMC Shores and UPMC Presby. They're both recovering.
The tractor-trailer driver was not injured.
Family going to sue that company.
Was traveling at a safe speed.
Well, see somebody.
3 people were injured last night in a 2-vehicle crash in Beaver Falls. One of the victims was flown to a Pittsburgh hospital after the collision near 37th Street and 6th Avenue. And a witness tells KDK he saw a trooper pursuing a speeding minivan on 6th right before the wreck. Tasty Cake is recalling cupcakes that could be contaminated with metal fragments. 3 different flavors are on the recall list: chocolate cupcakes, cream-filled chocolate cupcakes, and buttercream iced cupcakes. They were sold both in Pennsylvania and West Virginia at Walmart. And
thank God I didn't buy it. I was going to buy one of those.
Asking people to throw
I was going to buy some cupcakes too.
Store for a refund. Now that the FDA
thank God I didn't buy them.
Approved Pfizer's COVID vaccines for 5 to 11-year-olds, children in the Pittsburgh area are getting their shots. News Radio KDKH, where Josh Roundtree has more.
Pennsylvania's acting physician general, Dr. Denise Johnson, says that substantial testing of the vaccine has scientifically shown that the vaccine is safe for children in that age group.
One of the great things that we've seen is that since the kids are getting lower doses, they're getting less side effects. So that seems to be attributed to the lower dose, but they still have a good immune response.
Dr. Johnson says that while the formula and makeup of the vaccine is the same given to adults, the dosage will be lower for children. There are an estimated 890,000 children in Pennsylvania who will now be eligible to be vaccinated against COVID-19. Josh Roundtree, News Radio KDKA.
How about COVID-20
is now
and
vaccinating
21?
Younger children with Pfizer's shot. It's 1/3 of the adult dose. Free vaccinations are also available at CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid stores this weekend. Talk with your doctor for details.
Think we'll make it?
President Biden is rejecting monetary compensation for migrants separated from their family members after illegally crossing the
looks like we'll get the light, guys.
CBS's Linda Kenyon has that.
Lawyers representing the families have been floating the idea of $450,000 for each member affected by former President Trump's zero-tolerance policy. A policy
Zero tolerance.
More than 5,000 children from their parents. But when asked about the compensation, President Biden said,
That's not going to happen.
The American Civil Liberties Union, which is negotiating on behalf of the separated families, quickly condemned the remark, while the Justice Department said it would not comment on ongoing litigation. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
In sports, the Flyers visit the Penguins tonight. Sidney Crosby and Brian Dumoulin will not play because
Jack Frost is nipping.
Jets Colts tonight at Indianapolis. Listen to Thursday Night Football on 93.7 The Fan at 8 p.m. It's 8:03. Time to get the bathroom you've always wanted from Rebath. Details at rebath.com. AAA traffic and AccuWeather coming up.
We've done it again. While other lenders are talking about...
We're going to get this light.
Our expert team at Golden Oak Lending has dropped rates even lower.
I'm James Hawkins, president of Golden Oak. With the low rate of 1.875% and home values at all-time highs, you can get more cash out of your home or eliminate pricey mortgage insurance.
Call 724-779-GOLD today to get your refinance started within minutes and make no mortgage payments until next year.
After all, our team speaks mortgage and loves translating it for customers. We can save you even
So
more money.
Florida has what's called a stand your ground law.
For your appraisal at Golden Oak.
I read a little bit about it.
779-GOLD today.
Basically what it means is if you feel your life is being threatened, you have the right to use the deadly force.
2.952% APR. FHA 15-year mortgage with 20%.
As long as you're in your dwelling. Your dwelling can be your home or your car.
200 scenic acres in the Laurel Highlands. Nemacolin offers curated experiences for sophisticated thrill seekers.
Now, there was a guy down in Florida on the highway.
2 championship golf courses.
There's a guy behind him. I guess he was going too slow for her. There's a Nissan behind the guy. I guess the guy in the Nissan thought he was going too slow.
perfect dream getaway for you at Nemacolin.
So the guy brake checks the Nissan. The man in the Nissan bumps him. He actually bumped him. We're talking about a Nissan sports car. He bumps the guy. Probably does some light damage to the front of his car, to the front of the Nissan. And then the Nissan speeds around this vehicle and brandishes a gun. He shows him a gun through the driver's window. So the guy fires a bunch of shots right through his windshield. And he shoots through his windshield at the car. I don't know if he hit the car. And then the Nissan speeds off. There you go. We got some tailgate going on here, guys. I knew one of these days was gonna be crazy. See, this is how they drive around here. See how they tailgate? There's no tailgate lot. So, you know, I guess he felt that his life was being threatened once he saw the pistol, so he draws his pistol, bum 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 bum, shoots right through his windshield at this Nissan. You know, which according to the Florida law, he has every right in the world to do that. You know, and I've always said in the past, if you carry, don't pull it out unless if you intend to fire. You can get yourself killed. If you play with your gun or try to scare somebody with a gun, you can get yourself killed. You know, if you're going to pull the gun out, pull it out to shoot it. Don't pull it out to play with it. You know, it's a shame that it's become that crazy in this country, where almost everybody now carries a pistol on them, and the gun gives them gun balls. That's all it's doing. It gives them gun balls. Some people are responsible, but most aren't. They have what I call gun balls. And you know, I have a Beretta and I have a license to carry, but I don't carry it. I have never carried a gun in my life. I don't see a need for it. I really don't. I don't see a need to carry it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm carrying a gun to protect my family. Well, why do you put you and your family in harm's way? If you have to carry a gun to protect your family, where on earth are you going with your family? Is your neighborhood that bad, or do you go through bad hoods with your children? You know, most of these people, man, the only reason why they have a license to carry because it gives them gun balls. That's all. It makes them feel secure. That way they can pull their crap on everybody. You know, it gives them confidence to jack someone off on the road or to drive like a real idiot. That's a good reason why a lot of people carry a gun. You know, just look at how this silver car is driving. You see how close he was to this vehicle. Look at him in the third lane. You see how he's tailgating up there. I got someone behind me tailgating too. See, this is perfectly normal for here to be. And most of these people, the reason why they drive like that is because they're probably packing a pistol. So they have gun balls. You know, they figure, well, if he says anything, I'm going to pull my gun out on him. And so that's why they drive like this. And that's 90% of the reason why most of you have a license to carry your pistol. That way there you can jack other people off on the road and not really care, because you'll feel, well, if they're going to do something, you'll just pull your gun out. And most of you will probably get shot, possibly killed, because you don't know what you're doing. And you're not ready to actually shoot somebody. If you don't have, if you're having that gun and you don't really have the ability to kill another person, you're going to wind up getting killed. You know, when you pull that gun out and shoot somebody, you can't worry about lawyers, jail time, attorney fees. You just have to want to fire that gun. And most of you don't have it in you. Most of you just don't have it. You might think you do, but you don't. And on top of that, there's always somebody faster, bro. You know, when I used to have my guns, when I used to go to the range, I used to practice on speed drawing. Well, I'm going to produce this video here because hasn't really, I recorded 3 other days prior to this one. There hasn't really been real crazy drivers out here like there was last week. I mean, you guys seen a little bit of tailgating. That's actually nothing compared to what they really do here. See the tailgating up there, tailgating the pickup. I don't know if you guys can see that up there. These rocks over here on the right, they've been like that for months. They just, this little community here, they just don't have the money to get rid of them, to pick them up. They'll be like that for years. That'll stay like that. whole team of cars waiting for him to make that turn. Basically, what's wrong around here in the mornings is you have a lot of people that don't give themselves enough time to get to work, and they're very impatient. And I'll tell you guys, if you guys don't have a dash cam, get yourself one. Every vehicle should have a dash cam. Yeah, if you don't have a dash cam, get yourself one. Or you could always use a GoPro too. Get yourself a windshield mount, and you can even put a GoPro in it. That's what I'm using right now. I have the dash cam, plus I have I've been using a GoPro to record these rides. I like using the GoPro because the dash cam, what that'll do is that'll record.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up.
I think you can adjust it for 1 minute loops,
and
2 minute loops, or 5 minute loops.
We're coming up here in the main drag.
It just re-records over that old 5 minute loop.
And I hope everyone's safe. And if you have gun balls, you need to rethink about that, bro, before you get yourself hurt and the people around you. Alright, I don't want nothing to happen to anybody. And let's hope for warm weather coming up, so maybe I can get the bike out 1 or 2 more times. It's 26 degrees this morning. It was real cold, just too cold.
The GoPro will record the entire
Alright, guys, take it easy.